Hi, and welcome to the breeding tutorial for HarnessNation.com. In this tutorial, we're going to take a look at how we can breed our horses in-house, as well as take a look at some of the available options within the breeding center. Before we get started, it's important to note that breeding can be very expensive. If you're just getting started and don't have very much Harness Nation money, we highly recommend that you focus on your main stable horses, entering races, and earning money with them before you get started. However, if you're ready to go, let's do this. To get started, you'll need a stallion and a mare located in your breeding stable. Mares are limited to have only one foal per season, and if your mare has already been bred this season, you'll notice a green check mark next to her name. Breeding can also only take place during the first 2 months of each 3-month Harness Nation season. This means that you can only breed during January and February, April and May, July and August, and October and November. All foals are bred to the age of 1, and you'll be able to start training them as soon as we enter the 3rd and final month of that given season. If you have a stallion and a mare, and you're ready to start breeding, you can click on the navigation menu in the top left-hand corner and go down to the Breeding Center submenu. You'll see that there are a lot of different options available in here, and you're encouraged to explore them to see what's available. Before we dive into in-house breeding, which is where we'll be able to breed our mare and our stallion, we must first register our stallion, and we can do that by clicking on the Register Stallions link. We must register our stallion for private breeding if we would like to perform in-house breeding with our own mares. We can do this by checking the Private Breeding Register checkbox for our stallion. If we wanted to make our horse available for other players in Harness Nation, we would also need to register publicly. However, as you can see, it's a little bit pricey to do this, so we're going to stick to just the Private Breeding Register. Let's register our stallion. We've successfully registered our stallion, and we were charged a hefty fee of 50,000 Harness Nation dollars. But now we're ready to breed privately. Let's access the breeding center and go to in-house breeding. This is where we can now breed our mare and our stallion. You can select your mare and your stallion and view a hypothetical pedigree of your foal before you proceed with your breeding. If you're satisfied, you can click on the Breed These Horses button. This will produce your yearling. Keep in mind there is a 10,000 Harness Nation dollar fee to breed privately within your stable. This fee will start getting a little bit more expensive as you start breeding with other publicly standing horses. Let's proceed and breed Sunkissed Stinger and say it again. We'll be asked to confirm, and now we have successfully bred our mare with our stallion and produced a colt. We can now click to view our new foal. As we can see, this horse is already 1 year old. Once we enter December, as we're currently in November, we'll be able to start training our unnamed yearling. If you'd like to name your horse, simply click on the Name This Horse button, and you'll be prompted to enter in a name for your horse. All horses are bred with 20/20 health and energy, 70% form, and 1% injury risk. Another option for breeding is to breed with publicly standing horses. You can access these lists by opening the navigation menu, going to the Breeding Center submenu, and going down to either the Public Broodmare Registry or Public Stallion Registry. The Public Broodmare Registry will list all of the available mares that are standing publicly for breeding. We're going to visit the Public Stallion Registry just to take a look. There are many filter options available to customize this list. Let's just keep everything open and click Find Available Stallions. As we can see, there are 8 pages worth of stallions that are standing publicly in Harness Nation for us to breed to. There's a lot of information available for them. We can either breed now directly on this page, or we can open up their information page by clicking on their name. Another way to breed is through private breeding offers. Private breeding offers can be accessed in the Breeding Center under Private Breeding Offers. There's more information available on this page, and you'll be able to send a private breeding offer to other stables, as well as accept private breeding offers from other stables. Another feature for breeding is grading. If we open the navigation menu and go to the Breeding Center, we'll notice that there's mare grading as well as stallion grading available. Let's click on stallion grading. Every stallion and mare in Harness Nation has an invisible stat known as breeding ability. Grading is a way to display that stat publicly on your horse information page. Stallion grading and mare grading can be a little bit expensive, but it will provide you with a grade ranging from A+ to E+ that will be on your horse's page. Grade is something that can help you in making a better decision for breeding. However, it's not the be-all and end-all of producing a great foal. Some stallions can be very successful, as well as mares, with a very low rating. Just the same, stallions and mares with A+ ratings can still produce less than stellar foals. There is no perfect formula to producing a champion, and you'll find that out as you start playing around and testing the waters with breeding. This concludes our breeding tutorial. If you have any additional questions, please be sure to reach out on our message boards, which is located in the messaging section of our navigation. You're also more than welcome to reach out to us using the help button located in the bottom right-hand corner of every page on this site. Best of luck in the races!